Hello, and we've got exciting news for you. China has found a lot of use of illicit crypto. Well, it's illegal there. It wouldn't actually be illegal here because crypto transactions are not illegal here, but crypto transactions are illegal in China. But just a few raids uncovered millions upon millions of dollars of illicit crypto use. And it's reported that they have no way of stopping this, despite their massive amounts of state control over all payments in every channel of life. They still cannot stuff out crypto. Now, some of these channels are probably opened by corrupt government officials themselves that want to profit off this. And some merchants probably want to get crypto. And yes, there are underground railways, on-ramps and off-ramps in the Chinese underground that do allow selling crypto for goods or even cash, maybe even USD, but probably Chinese yuan. And there's very little the Chinese government can do about this because the corruption probably comes from within the government. This just goes to show you how powerful crypto is. I mean, someone like God Emperor Xi Jinping, who is almighty in China and tolerates zero opposition and will disappear anyone who dare opposes him, cannot even do anything against cryptocurrency. I mean, he might even own some cryptocurrency himself, just to be sure. With that amount of state control, they still cannot handle the onslaught of crypto, and it's actually a growing industry in China. I bet sooner or later they will actually allow it in the mainland, although under very controlled circumstances. Remember how prohibition went in the United States? That's kind of how crypto is in China. The volume is discrete, but it's there. Yes, the amount of people compared to the overall population that use it is very small, but China has a huge population, and China's population is generally richer than India's, so there's a lot of money being shuffled there under the table, probably by local officials and a lot by politicians themselves, but also by regular people that want a hedge against the Chinese yuan. And even though on the surface, no one dares oppose God Emperor Xi Jinping, underneath, many people do resent him and they want to secure their own financial future with crypto. So that is very, very interesting news, at least to those of us that are in the crypto world. Because, there is still some hope for China. And when the bull market comes, there will be probably people in the Chinese underground that are buying. Now, they may not actually be able to affect the market that much, but eventually they'll push it bit by bit over the market. And of course, Hong Kong is another outlet for rich businessmen in China to actually buy crypto as well. And there's basically no stopping this. And that just goes to show you that no matter how powerful a country's government is, crypto will actually persevere. And if someone like God Emperor Xi Jinping cannot stop crypto, what do you think Joe Biden can do about it? Absolutely nothing. And that's probably one reason he's caved. Plus, there's many elements within his own party that are pro-crypto. The Biden blast and the Obama Hameha are useless against the power of crypto. And he's basically wanting to make and work with Congress on regulations about crypto because the FIT 21 bill passed with flying colors. Many Democrats crossed over the line to vote with Republicans. Almost as many Democrats voted for it as against it. So they actually had enough votes to override the veto there. So yes, the Chinese situation with crypto gives us all hope that crypto cannot be stopped no matter what. And we have other news that there's massive corruption exposed in the FTX scandal. Surprise, surprise, I know. They paid whistleblowers more than $25 million, 7 which we know of. They could have paid hundreds of millions of dollars to keep the whistleblowers quiet. There were people that knew, and there were people that were willing to tell, but they paid to keep them quiet or they silenced them. I don't know how they silenced them, but they did somehow. And that just asks the question, did they pay off government officials in the same way? Because there's definitely the chance that there's that kind of corruption within the government officials, because the SEC seemed a little too friendly with FTX before they went kaput, and they were surprised that they went down so fast. And Gary Gensler, remember, was whining and dining Sam Bankman-Fried beforehand. So there's a lot of questions being asked because now they've actually uncovered proof that there were hush money payments. Oh, that's a term that we've been very familiar with. There were hush money payments paid directly from Sam Bankman-Fried and maybe his dad to people who were raising red flags within the FTX organization. And of course, that does not bode well with Sam Bankman-Fried because that will just multiply his offenses and maybe drag other people in it as well. FTX obviously is in the process of paying all their creditors, so none of this matters anymore, but this just enrages the crypto community more and raises more questions that, hey, if they paid at least 25 million, maybe hundreds of millions in hush money to keep people quiet, were the SEC officials, were other government officials close by, local officials, maybe state officials involved in this, and were regulators involved in this as well? Because if it's found out that regulators were involved, then that would be a big, big blow to the regulators' reputation. And that would actually make it much harder for them to regulate crypto in the future because they would have to regulate themselves first. So the FTX dirt is still coming out despite the trial being over and Sam Bankman-Fried being in jail for 25 years. Of course, I don't think they're pursuing any other FTX officials now. I think they should pursue the parents most likely, but I don't think they are. But this is not like surprising information, but interesting information that comes out. And I think like they need to get to the bottom of this and make sure they did not pay off any regulators because they're uncovering a lot of dirt and finding solid evidence for a lot of dirt that we thought was there, but we didn't know for sure. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.